Well played by Winnipeg's leader on defense. But the Oilers stay with it. Good work by Cahoon. Finally, stripped and Scheifele will bring it up through center. DeMello will dump it behind the Edmonton defense. Scheifele skates into the puck and rattles it free for Connor. He was checked by Nurse. Puljujarvi had a chance to clear, did not do it. Connor to Forbort. And now Pionk ducks inside, only to have it slashed away by Draisaitl. Regaining Mason Appleton, threw it around the boards. Forbort has put it to the open side. No jet was down low, and Nurse easily clears. Nugent-Hopkins to Puljujarvi. He'll jam it back and complete the line change for Dave Tippett's Hockey Club. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will turn. Rushed by Larson up for Kailer Yamamoto. He'll chip and charge behind Pullman defending. Logan Stanley back. Taken away by Draisaitl. Out to the point. Ripped by Larson into a crowd. It's behind Hellebuyck. He never fell on it, but he got a quick whistle. That puck was loose beyond his posterior. And then Kailer Yamamoto, once the puck disappeared, never got a shot to lift it over the Winnipeg netminder's prostrate form.
And Kailer Yamamoto last season, Jack, that stretcher, he had 11 goals and 26 points in 27 games upon the recall. Those pucks were going in for him. And right now, he's in the right spot. Got tackled to the ice there. Absolutely thrown down, but could come away with a loose puck.
Off the draw, cleared back to center. Kulikov gave it away. You were saying?
And again, in the right place, though, for Yamamoto. He's been all around the net.
Here's Vesalainen around the boards. Nugent-Hopkins will pick up. Stastny close by. Draisaitl took it away and broke free for a moment, but Pullman was back and read where Draisaitl wanted to go, closed him out. Now it's Yamamoto trying to slip his way around Logan Stanley. Kulikov tried a one-timer that was blocked up top, and that slightly hobbled Paul Stastny.
That one stung him.
Kulikov on a reset back in the Oilers zone. We played 2 1/4 here in the third period. Game one of this best of 7, tied at 1. There to Karen, smacked off the boards by Jason. Retrieved by Nate Thompson. The well-traveled Winnipeg fourth-line center. And scooped out by Josh Morrissey. Nate Thompson now on his 9th team. But nearly a full extra season's worth of playoff experience. Bear over to Cuckoo. His shot drifted off the pads of Hellebuyck. Smartly angled it to the corner, and now Bear to Cuckoo again. This time a pass off the boards, fielded by Archibald. One-timer Cuckoo, and that was blocked by Lewis, who went down to one knee. And like Thompson, his 75-plus of playoff experience, including 2 Stanley Cups, has him in the lineup at a block shot to clear.
Boy, there's a quick shift, the McDavid line here, Jack.
Puljujarvi charges in. Cahoon and McDavid alongside. Cahoon a shot sharp angle, and with McDavid in the vicinity, wisely speared by Hellebuyck. He'll stick that in his hip pocket with 3.5 gone by in this third period. And our score tied at 1 in game 1.
Quick beat to 73 out of town scoreboard. Colorado Avalanche have a goal from Jonas Donskoy. They're up 1-0 in game 2 of that series, leading 1-0 in the series.
St. Louis did not have much in the opener. Earlier, in case you missed it, Carolina shut out Nashville. And Boston, for the second game in a row, beat Washington in overtime as Samsonov and Justin Schultz had a miscommunication on what turned out to be the game winner.
And Justin Schultz will be the first to tell you he needed to make a more firm decision on that play.
Off the right-hand side, Puljujarvi kicked it back. Tyson Barrie will drop it off for Darnell Nurse. Works his way through center. He'll shoot it in. Hellebuyck to knock it down, and then Morrissey a giveaway. Cahoon threw it back behind. Morrissey got a pass McDavid, but not Barrie, who sent one into the opposite corner. Waving at it, Wheeler took it away from Darnell Nurse, and Morrissey charges up ice. Right to left, Kyle Connor from the wing, a shot. And that was elevated up over top by the stick of Tyson Barrie. Connor has it back, slips it in front, went off the skate of Scheifele. Otherwise, that could have been problematic. Lead pass, Nurse to McDavid. Right wing shot. Glanced off the right shoulder of Hellebuck and sailed out of play. 4 1/4 gone by in the third period. Now, I mean, it's been 5 years. Are you sure that Justin Schultz still would be the first to say he should have made a better play?
You raised a valid point. I did have Justin on after the Pittsburgh Penguins won the Stanley Cup the first time. Not sure if I had him on the second year that he won a title. A lot of people didn't see that happening for Justin Schultz, but he's had a pretty good career for himself after Edmonton Cup playoff event.
A hunt for another one in Washington, where the Capitals, of course, had those expectations after winning it in 2018 with Alex Chiasson. Here's Matthew Perreault in from the right-hand side for Winnipeg. We've got a 1-1 tie here in the over. 4.5 gone by in the third as Larson finds Kassian. McLeod will shift the charge behind the Winnipeg defense. Beautiful play to Gene Steele, who's open. Surveys, dishes to McLeod from the corner. That timer Larson and that high riser smacked off a flexi behind Hellebuck. And Lowry will get a clear. Nice back the other way by Logan Stanford.
James Steele was taking the eyes away from Hellebuck and that long-range bomber from Adam Larson.
Leon Draisaitl off the gut. Nugent Hopkins circles back, fires a dart down the middle. Here's Draisaitl. James Neal, the only man who's an overtime winner who was credited on the Oiler roster in the playoffs. Wrist shot from long range and a save made on Vesalainen by Mike Smith. And he'll ensure there's no rebound. Neal actually has 2 different overtime winning goals for 2 different hockey clubs. One for Nashville and one for Pittsburgh.
He was involved in an interesting trade. Was that when Dallas got Goligoski?
Yes,
And Neil went there, which just as he retired last year.
yeah, Matt Niskanen raised a trade that no one understood at the time. Off the draw, shot by Forbort, sailed wide into the corner.
Pittsburgh won that deal.
Well, and I thought they won it on trade day. I remember you and I talking about that deal on the media bus back when we used to travel, and we kept saying, I mean, nothing against Alex Goligoski, certainly a serviceable defenseman, but we were saying, is that it? Because we thought Niskanen was close to what Goligoski gave him. Here's Bear. Forbort down low, and Niskanen was on that Washington team, was he not? That won the Stanley Cup?
Yes, he was. He was a big part of it.
Yeah. So, Draisaitl down the middle. In over the line, great shot on net. Save made by Connor Hellebuck. Nugent Hopkins can't have it. Back to center.
Yeah, well, Draisaitl had a hit separate from the top of the play, but a quality shot on goal.
Well, for a relatively diminutive player, we've seen Neal plays hard. He'll check Draisaitl, he'll check McDavid, and he throws every inch of his frame into it. Fired in and skilled by Lewis. Glass and then climbed out of play with 13.5 minutes left in regulation. Edmonton wins it again. We got a tight one. Got it. One apiece. Third period. Rogers holds Stanley Cup playoffs. 40 O's NHL hockey. Straight up.
Healthy, yeah. And all I was thinking was, I'm an ass. I'm wasting these people are highly trained, important, like better.
Only available to those who like it.
They'll send this one out with injury. Cash coverage of the game right now on our sister station, 630 CHED. Now the Oilers, they'd like to see some fans in the stands in the playoffs at some point. This from Oilers Entertainment Group Senior Vice President of Communications, Tim Shipton. Comes out to Canadian has announced plans Tuesday to hopefully bring in 2,500 fans to the Bell Center for games following May 28. Shipton Hotel, 6:30 Chet's Jalen 9. There's just nothing quite like it at Rogers Place.
We miss the fans. I tell you what, going to games at Rogers Place is not the same. And this is, this historic season for our captain Connor, and just how well the team did. You sit there and it's almost bittersweet that we haven't been able to do it in front of fans.
It's been told Global News that OEG has been covering regularly with officials of the safe return of hockey at some point this season. To baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays and Boston Red Sox continue a 3-game series at the Jays' temporary home down in Dunedin, Florida. The Jays can now move a half game up on the Sox from top spot in the AL East if they can win tonight. They won last night's opener 8-0 thanks to 18-hit parade. And Lucas Giolito gave up 2 hits over 8 innings with a season high 11 strikeouts. The Chicago Blackhawks. And the Chicago White Sox edged out the Minnesota Twins 2-1. Giolito threw 101 pitches in what was his longest swing of the season. Nelson Cruz's homer in the third accounting for the only Minnesota run at second base. From the Global News and Radio Sports Desk, I'm David Bowles.
We're seeing things we're much older. We really had to make decisions like for last year.
Breaking news never stops.
There are great stories to be told, and any great story is more than just a headline.
At Global News Radio, we dig deeper than the headline to discover not just what happened, but why.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Listen online at 880edmonton.ca.
Radio Player Canada app.
Global News Radio, 880 Edmonton. Our city, our news.
In the past year, your home's floors have seen some extra traffic.
And you've noticed
Time to call on the team at Artisans Floor Fashions.
with Edmonton's largest selection of luxury vinyl plank flooring, Artisans are your renovation experts.
Featuring a wide selection of leading brands like Cardine, Shaw, Oleo, Richmond, and Shamrock.
Whatever your style,
Whatever your budget, it's time to call on Artisans Floor Fashions and their amazing selection of luxury vinyl plank.
artisansfloorfashions.com, redefining your home.
Edmonton, influenced by its leaders and its everyday people. There are stories to be told, and we want to tell them. Global News Radio, 880 Edmonton. Our city, our news.
For Global News Radio 880 Edmonton, I'm Carrie McCarthy. Until June 15th, four-way drive is closed from River Valley Road to 96th Avenue. Local access to the Royal Lenore is maintained from River Valley Road. There's some closures for the Jasper Avenue streetscape that go until July 16th. 111th Street from Jasper Avenue to approximately 50 meters south of 111th Street, and 113th Street from Jasper Ave to around 50 meters south of 113th Street. And until December 31st, 104th Avenue westbound from 112th Street to 114th Street is reduced to 2 lanes. And if you see anything on the road that we should know about, let us know at 780-466-6397. That's 466 News. I'm Carrie McCarthy. Traffic every 15 minutes on Global News Radio, 880 Edmonton.
Picked up a few centimeters worth of fresh snow and a fair bit of shower activity on Tuesday, picking up nearly 30 millimeters of rainfall in the downtown core of Edmonton. And that cloud cover today kept us quite cool. We only made it near 5 degrees for the daytime high. Looking at a mostly cloudy sky for the rest of the afternoon and the overnight period with a few pockets of light drizzle or very light snowfall expected. Going near 0 to -1 as we head into the early morning hours on your Thursday. You'll be back near +7 to +8 Thursday afternoon with a mostly cloudy sky. Things get a little bit warmer for your Friday. Could be near 13 with still a little bit of cloud cover. 17 and partly cloudy on Saturday. Could be close to 18 with a mix of sun and cloud on Sunday. 19 Monday with a chance of late day showers. I'm Global News Chief Meteorologist Jesse Byers. The news starts right now.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Rael Lahoud. Well, students of all ages here in Edmonton will be returning to in-person learning after the long weekend. That also goes for almost all of the province. Education Minister Adrian LaGrange says the rapid testing program will also be continuing as increase to $25,000. We're proposing that businesses owned by women should be eligible for that $25,000 and for an additional $10,000. This dedicated granting stream would also provide a concierge service to ensure that applicants can use that money effectively and get it quickly. Irwin points out that 59% of startups owned by women are in the consumer services sector.
Take a couple of quick peeks. Here's Vesalainen. Right corner. Karen comes over, grabs the puck, and sends one skipping through the neutral zone. Fired back the other way, and it's Vesalainen who tosses it behind for Andrew Kopp. 9:40 to play, and Edmonton trails for the first time tonight. Here's Stanley. Oilers lost only 3 games all year when scoring first. One of those came in the regular season finale. Andrew Kopp to Paul Stastny. Pullman across. Stanley shot. This one, Stastny unable to angle on net. And Chiasson will take the ricochet and work his way through neutral ice. Tried to go left wing. That was broken up. Grabbed by Barrie, and he'll fling it down low. Picked up by Pullman. Puts the brakes on against Connor McDavid. And they've gone McDavid, Draisaitl, and Puljujarvi here with 9 minutes to play. McDavid breaking free. Rolled it around the boards. Tyson Barrie. Across to Nurse. Fired around the boards. And this will eventually be fielded and cleared by Matthew Perreault. Picked up by Appleton. He'll dump it in. Lowry trying to plow his way through Darnell Nurse and Barrie. He knifed it free for Appleton, but Draisaitl is hung up with Mason Appleton. Wound around the boards for Morrissey. 8.5 to go. 2-1 Winnipeg. Lowry angled off the wall. It's DeMello to Morrissey on the left half boards. Tough check by Puljujarvi. Rattled that puck free. Now the Oilers look to break out, but Appleton got back into the play, and it ended up hopping off the glass and sailing out as Toninato and Nurse jostle one another with 8:16 to go. The Winnipeg Jets have their first lead of the night. It's 2-1 in game 1. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey, the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Oilers Radio Network.
Hockey is back. Gallagher is united over a passion for hockey and their great community. Whether you're trying to score the game-winning goal or navigate the uncertainty, their focus remains where it's always been, on you and your community. At Gallagher, they recognize the importance of facing your future with confidence to help you through every challenge you may face. As the official commercial insurance broker of the Edmonton Oilers, they wish you, the fans, a great season.
The all-new 2021 Ford F-150.
Whoa, this truck deserves more than all new.
Like?
The no-compromise 2021 F-150.
All right. What about available Pro Power onboard?
Groundbreaking.
For a feature that gives you the ability to turn your truck into a mobile generator? Do better.
Genius.
Ooh, nailed it. Get 1.49% APR purchase financing for up to 72 months, plus a $1,000 factory order bonus on select new 2021 F-150 models. For details, contact your local Ford store or visit Ford.ca.
No matter what they're facing, Albertans find a way. That's the same spirit behind everything we do at ATB. Your financial situation today, tomorrow, or this very hour. Whatever you're facing, this is why we're here. To listen and to act with the knowledge and advice you need right now for you and your family. Albertans were built to face challenges. ATB was built to help you through them. Reach out to us at atb.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs on 630 CHED and the Oilers Radio Network tonight, powered by Rogers. Make more possible. 2-1 Winnipeg, 8.25 to play in the third period. And a face-off coming to Mike Smith's right-hand side. Draisaitl digs in against Mark Scheifele. Oilers have done a lot of things right tonight. They're a +9 on the shot clock, but they're down 2-1 on the scoreboard, and off the draw, Nurse fires it up the left-hand boards. Puljujarvi with Draisaitl and McDavid. End of the zone. One-timer, Barrie, and that rocketed off a skate. McDavid knocked it down, and it'll hustle off the left half boards. Drifting in the high slot. Protecting. Dishing for Barrie. Draisaitl on the right half boards with Morrissey on him. Ahead for Kyle Connor, and he backhands it up the wall. Here's Blake Wheeler on the counter. Lost the handle left wing against Darnell Nurse. He's got to watch that stick getting parallel. Barry up the right-hand side. The last thing you want right now if you're Winnipeg is to take an ozone penalty and set up the league's best power play for a chance at an equalizer. Draisaitl will fire it in. Neil Pionk lost the handle. Puljujarvi pressure down low. Nugent Hopkins on the ice. Right corner. Puljujarvi from Draisaitl to the net. And a save made by Hellebuck as the puck kind of rolled off Puljujarvi's stick more than anything else. 7:20 to go in the third period. We've got Winnipeg 2, Edmonton 1. In our Stanley Cup playoff opener tonight from Rogers.
And the point shots from Edmonton haven't resulted in goals off of deflections, and conversely, the Jets have got one where they put it on the net on a smart play by Wheeler, and Pullman, of all people, finds the rebound, and then the second one, deflection redirection from Toninato. So it's been an interesting game in terms of outplayed Winnipeg probably 5-on-5, but the Jets have got one more bounce in this game so far.
And your broadcast team tonight, upon arriving at the rink, neither Bob nor yours truly had Toninato or Pullman in their lineup. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Ahead for Ethan Bear. Sent in deep. Yamamoto in on the forecheck. That's why Paul Maurice is a coach in the National Hockey League. Here's Derek Forber drifting away. Yamamoto thought he took another high stick as the Jets were able to funnel it up the right-hand boards. Remax Online 50-50 now up over $3.9 million. You've still got some time to log on to EdmontonOilers.com and get your tickets. Nurse to Barry through center, and he'll shoot it in from left to right. Cassian, McLeod, and Neal on the ice for Dave Tippett with 6.5 to go. Oilers trail 2-1. Logan Stanley busts up the cycle. Left-hand side, Vesalainen got it out. Barely against Cassian, and now Kopp to Stastny. Nurse is back and just swallowed up Paul Stastny. No scoring chance for the Jets. But Nurse gave it right back to Andrew Kopp, and the Jets will melt some clock and pin it in the corner. Cassian able to scoop, nudge it ahead for McLeod. His pass went off a skate. Barry recovers, finds Darnell Nurse open at center ice. He'll gain the Winnipeg zone and then have his shot tipped out of play by Logan Stanley. 5:54 to go in the third period. Winnipeg 2, Edmonton 1. The Oilers have 6 minutes to live in Game 1. We are live downtown Edmonton for the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Oilers Radio Network.
At CarStar, they repair hundreds of different makes and models. But the name on the car isn't nearly as important as the name of the person who owns it. Because at CarStar, they don't just repair cars. They repair your car. There's only one like it in the world, and their expert technicians treat it that way. If you're ever in need of collision or storm damage repair, look for or ask your insurance company about the nearest CarStar, the Auto Body Repair Center, with a nationwide guarantee.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line.
They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day. It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
Life's a lot like hockey. Sometimes you win, sometimes you score, and sometimes you crash into the boards. In life, just like in hockey, you put your body through a lot. If it hurts, see a chiropractor. Your chiropractor is specifically trained to help you with everything from a mid-season neck strain to a playoff foot sprain. 1 in 3 Albertans will hurt this year. Don't let pain stop you from scoring your goals. Visit albertachiro.com/hockey for more information.
You're listening to Oilers Hockey on 630 CHED and on the Radio Player Canada app.
Tonight's Stanley Cup playoff opener from our Napa Auto Parts broadcast booth at Rogers Place is brought to you by, of course, Rogers. In fact, Game 1 is powered by Rogers. Make goal possible as he stares down an offensive zone face-off with McDavid and Puljujarvi to his left. tie up off the draw, loosens, skates, great play by Draisaitl. Quick shot, and missing short side, Puljujärvi. Drive, Nurse, and a kick save made by Connor Hellebuck. 5:40 to go in the third period. The Jets clinging to a 2-1 lead. It's Morrissey scooting it up the right-hand glass. And Scheifele skated into the puck, but it was initially played with a high stick through the neutral zone, and thus the Jets' threat dies, and they'll get a face-off. Darnell Nurse wants it all the way into the attacking zone for Edmonton. I think it's going to take place on the dot immediately in front of Paul Maurice and the Winnipeg Jets bench. Two veteran coaches matching wits.
Now, what do I see this as the most experienced matchup of coaches since who? It was like back in the early 80s, I think. I think Al Arbour was one of them.
Scheifele up the left-hand side would have been
Arbour and Scotty Bowman.
Scotty Bowman, I was thinking, although Bowman would have been already with Buffalo by then. I'm not sure the Islanders ever played Buffalo in the early 80s. Sent up the right-hand side, maybe the mid-80s. Possible. I don't think the Sabres got out in the second round. Here's Draisaitl down low, left corner. McDavid out to the point. Barry across. Now Nurse a shot, and that was blocked. And Scheifele will drop. Wheeler, I don't think, has a stick that he can use. Did it break on him?
It did. He held on to a stick for a second.
Yeah, that was an awkward-looking play, and now McDavid breaks free into the slot. Quick shot, Draisaitl. What a save made by Connor Hellebuck off a busted play, and the Jets get a hard rim off the glass, and the puck fluttered coming off a stanchion, so there's no icing either. 4.5 to go. Third period, Oilers on the short end, 2-1 right now. Nurse will fire it in. After it is Derek Forbort, and a bit of a panicky play there as he'll ice it with 4:26 officially remaining in this third period. Again, the Oilers since the first period have outshot the Jets 25-14, yet they trail 2-1.
And back to McDavid. Draisaitl, Puljujärvi against the Lowry line here with the ozone draw for Edmonton. He's going to run them hard here down the stretch, Jack. Get that equalizer.
Nurse and Bear now the pairing. Puljujärvi in the slot. Puck squirts loose off the draw. Puljujärvi got right into Forbort's grill and prevented the Jets from clearing the puck. In fact, he took up two Winnipeg players, but Perreault came over with the requisite support and was able to lift back to center. And with help from Appleton, Lowry is able to jam it in and allow the Jets a line change with 4 minutes to play in regulation. Nurse to Draisaitl. Enters the zone right wing. Cuts to the middle. Drop past McDavid. Open is Bear. A shot. Save made Hellebuck. Rebound slid wide. Wide open. Draisaitl fires. What a stop made by Connor Hellebuck. Draisaitl to Bear. Dishing. McDavid shooting. Toe save made. Hellebuck. And then a blast by Nurse's blocked as the Oilers pepper the Winnipeg net, only to be denied with 3.5 minutes left to play in the third. Nugent Hopkins ahead for Kailer Yamamoto. Hits the Jets line. A furious push by Edmonton to tie this game. Lewis spun down. Forbort off to Pionk. Backhands it off the boards. And a chance for Nate Thompson to clear. Did not do it. But Pionk had his back. Got it back to Nate Thompson, and he'll send it in. Puck takes a wobble. Larson will put it up the left-hand side. Nugent Hopkins unable to get it out. Lewis trying to stymie, but eventually it's pride free for Nugent Hopkins ahead for Archibald as Winnipeg gets a quick change and the Oilers regroup in neutral. Puljujärvi back onto the ice. Draisaitl steps on, and so will Connor McDavid as the Oilers reload inside their own blue line. Puljujärvi had it knocked away by Kyle Connor as Winnipeg sensed that Edmonton was just biding time for the change. Scheifele and Wheeler trying to keep the Oilers bottled up in their own end. Puljujärvi won a battle. McDavid took a hit to make the play. Draisaitl slid down to one knee, recovered, curled it back, and the play is offside. Again, airtight, but in the estimation of the linesman, Mark Shuchek, it crawled over the blue.
Well, two good opportunities for Ethan Bear. And let's give Connor Hellebuck credit. He's got 32 stops in this game, and then Oilers tried to slide one across, and they kicked it to the corner there. Nugent Hopkins now out between Neal and Chiasson. A couple of veterans here. 2:33 left. You got to figure this is the last shift off for McDavid and Draisaitl.
Nurse and Barry, the defensive tandem, off the draw. It's slid in by Neal. Morrissey will put it behind his own net to mellow up the gut for Adam Lowry. Did not get it out. Neal will wind it around the boards. Chase on there to protect on the right half wall. Behind for Nugent Hopkins. Oilers in search of the game. Tying goals. We come up on 2 1/4 left. 2-1 Winnipeg. Nugent Hopkins and Neal. Far corner. Smith for now still in the pipes. The Jets break out with a puck. And it's Matthew Perreault with a soft chip off the backhand side, reeled in by Nurse. And now with 2 minutes to play, he'll drop for Tyson Barrie, and Mike Smith looking anxiously toward the bench. He'll come off. Extra attacker on. Chase on unable to hold the zone. It's Scheifele across the Kyle Connor open net. He shoots and scores. And Winnipeg has taken a 3-1 lead with 1:47 to play.
Alex Chase on a little bit of a malfunction at the junction in the O-zone. He had a puck hop on him. He was trying to play firm in order to create a window for one of the other Oilers players to get the puck, and instead it went to a Jet player, and there's no way Kyle Connor's going to miss that. And the Jets have come into Edmonton here. They got a 2-goal lead, 1:47 left, playing without 2 of their better forwards, specifically Nikolai Ehlers, who's had a tremendous campaign. They played kitty by the door for large portions of this. They pounded the Oilers physically, and despite being outshot by 12, they got a 2-goal lead here in the final minute 45.
2/3 of their second line, and Nick Ehlers and Pierre-Luc Dubois. Scheifele enters the zone off the draw. His shot elevated up over top and out of play. The Oilers will reset in their own zone, and they'll look to pull Smith and get the extra attacker on. Dave Tippett will concede nothing here. Yamamoto winds it around the boards. McDavid takes the hit from Pionk. Scheifele had a chance to clear, got it to Kyle Connor, waited it out, and then backhanded ahead for Wheeler against Ethan Barrie. Cuts inside, shoots, and scores. And this one looks to be over. 4-1. The Jets get a second empty netter in 32 seconds, and Blake Wheeler appears to have put it away.
Yeah, it's been a complete night for the